We'll switch board for another reaction. And in today's video, we have the 5 scariest athletes in sports history by Wild Hunt Conditioning. Yeah, Wild Hunt Conditioning.
Today, we're going to take a rapid-fire look at 5 men with such unbelievable physical abilities that they could have been mutants. I'm James Pratt, and we're going to take a look at their verified physical feats, as well as their insane genetics and how they train to build such unbelievable abilities. So let's just dive right in. Number 1, this mutant is one of the craziest athletes to ever live without a doubt. The largest cross-country skier
6'6". God damn.
of all time at 6'6" and up to 291 pounds with hands measuring 11 inches long. He dominated it.
What the fuck?
An endurance sport ruled by 150-pound men. Incredibly, this monster could do 20 strict pull-ups, run 6 miles in just over 30 minutes, and recorded an oxygen uptake of more than 7.2 liters per minute, 20% higher than prime Lance Armstrong, even when he was on
I never heard of this nigga.
performance-enhancing EPO, which is literally mind-blowing. What's more, our man repped 330 pounds on the barbell row, 440 pounds on the back squat, and had a resting heart rate of 31 beats per minute. His training focused on high-altitude training runs, weightlifting for reps rather than max weights, and tons of time spent in the sauna. And speaking of which, I've linked my personal discount code for top-quality saunas that I love below for anyone interested. They call this monster the Gentle Giant, but his name is Juhang Yeto. Number 2, we have one of the best shot put throwers of all time. At 6'7" and up to 280 pounds, he could run 100 meters at an Olympic speed of 11 seconds. Not quite as fast as the 10.25 seconds that Alan Wells ran to win the 1980 Olympic gold medal in the Soviet Union, or the sub-10 second times that we see in today's age of super shoes and energy return on track surfaces. But then again, this guy was 280 pounds and he wasn't even a sprinter. So this is just mind-blowing. What's more, he had hops like an NBA player and could hurl a 16-pound cannonball over 74.5 feet. His training focused on rapid stretch shortening of muscle fibers and building tendon stiffness using plyometrics, speed training, explosive weightlifting,
Bro, what the fuck?
and weighted jump exercises
Look at that mullet, my nigga.
rather than simply focusing on maximal strength. He believed that elastic strength rather than brute force was the secret to power, though he could still overhead press 573 pounds and power clean 462 pounds. They called him the Machine, but his name is Warner Gunther. Number 3 might be the most unbelievable man on this entire list.
Cletus?
The largest wrestler of all time at 6'5" and 450 pounds.
Bitch, Andre the Giant game? That's what he looked like.
He dominated a sport built for men half his size. According to the greatest wrestler of all time, Dan Gable, this monster could bench press 600 pounds raw, not quite the 782-pound raw bench press that set the world record, but given the fact that he didn't even train bench press and instead focused his training primarily on gymnastics, this is truly mind-boggling. He could also lift a 200-pound man overhead with one hand, and he sprinted 100 meters in under 14 seconds.
Oh, well, he could lift a 150-pound man with one hand.
Man overhead with one hand. This is truly mind-boggling. He could also lift a 200-pound man overhead.
A 200-pound man. Cap.
With one hand, and he sprinted 100 meters in under 14 seconds. Even crazier, he could do a back.
Imagine having this big ass nigga on you. I would give up, bro. I would give up in a wrestling match. I would give up.
Flip despite weighing nearly a quarter ton. Though it's unclear if this was a standing backflip or some sort of assisted.
Man, they lying, son. Because these niggas look like they from the 50s to 30s. Man, they lying, man.
Backflip. Either way,
they lying just like the Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game.
Absolutely insane. And it was said that when he competed in the Soviet Union, simply watching his warm-ups made the Russian crowds go so wild that the authorities feared a riot. He was an NCAA champion and an Olympic bronze medalist known as the Gentle Giant, but his name was Chris Taylor. Number 4 is a guy who once fell 40 feet in a circus act, sustaining a spinal fracture that paralyzed him below the waist. Doctors said he would never walk again, yet after more than a decade of following a home rehab program he designed for himself, he managed to become one of the strongest men in history, with a back squat of 992 pounds, and unlike powerlifters, he wore no powerlifting suit. A dead
bro.
lift of 1,014 pounds
On
in a
your
Moscow
legs?
circus demonstration, again without a powerlifting suit, and a raw bench press of 573 pounds. Even crazier, he performed a neck bridge with 1,540 pounds in Leningrad in 1982. He could also perform full
No, this nigga wasn't real. This nigga wasn't real. And this nigga was only 5'8", 266. This nigga wasn't real.
front splits and planche handstands, easily juggle custom forged kettlebells weighing 165 pounds, and he performed single hand swings, snatches, and behind the back flips with another custom 198-pound kettlebell. His training focused on strongman sessions, powerlifting exercises, and tons of kettlebell work. But his name was Valentin Daikul. Our final mutant is considered the greatest heavyweight wrestler of all time. He was born weighing just under 15 pounds, or nearly 7 kilograms, before growing to 6'3" and 290 pounds, with a career wrestling record of 887 wins and only 2 losses. He went undefeated for 13 years at the highest level of
who beat him?
Wrestling, winning 3 Olympic gold medals and 9 world championships. He could deadlift 880 pounds, squat 770 pounds, do 42 pull-ups, and could perform a standing backflip despite weighing nearly 300 pounds. His training mixed conventional but extreme gymnastics, powerlifting, strongman, and kettlebell training, with more unconventional methods like carrying a refrigerator up and down 8 flights of stairs outside his apartment and going on long runs in the Siberian wilderness carrying a log on his back.
Of course, this nigga Siberian Russian.
He was such a freak athlete,
bro, look,
they called him the
look at this nigga.
Experiment. But his name was Alexander Karelin. And I have a free training program made up of his favorite conventional exercises in my training library and community, which I'll link below for anyone interested. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more.
Amazing. Let me see. What type of videos bro upload? What's that? What channel? Let's see. This channel asks for the most powerful and physical mental training methods in history. Right. Yep. You know what I mean? Let's watch this one. This mutant might be the craziest athlete ever. Let's watch this.
This mutant is one of the craziest athletes to ever live. The largest cross-country skier of all time.
You already talking about this. Okay. Ooh, Boy Kai. I'm gonna watch that too. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and I'll do this.